In today's video, we're gonna be sharing how you can build your very own solar water heater for just $30 that will save you $100 every single year on your energy bill. It's super easy to do, takes less than an hour to build and is something that anyone can do. And best of all, it's completely free to watch this video and get the plans to make it yourself. So let's jump right into the video. Join me as I unveil an incredible, budget-friendly DIY project. You can build your very own solar water heater for under $30 and start saving on energy costs today. We will go over why you should consider building one of these, why they are so awesome, and then the step-by-step process of building your very own. So first off, why would you want to build one of these? Well, number one, you get to save tons of money on your energy bills. This is not just any solar water heater. This is one that saves you $100 per year on your energy bills. That means that if you live in California where the average electricity price is 40 cents per kilowatt hour, this pays for itself in less than 100 days and you never have to buy energy ever again. The second reason is because you're harnessing clean, green, sustainable and renewable energy. You're using the power of the sun, which is literally everywhere and never runs out. And third, it's super easy, affordable and accessible for pretty much anyone to build. All you need are a few PVC pipes, a container and some paint, so really anyone can build one of these. Let us take a look at exactly what you will need to build your very own solar water heater. To make this project, you will need a few different things. The first is a container to hold your water. I got mine for free at a local store. They usually give these away for free or sometimes sell them for really cheap. You will also need some black painted pipes. These can be PVC or copper. However, PVC is much cheaper and easier to work with. Just make sure you get the rigid kind. Then you'll also need some foam insulation and a 2x4 to make the mounting frame. Of course, you will also need some hoses and some basic tools like a drill, hacksaw, screwdriver, etc. Overall, you can make this for around $30 depending on where you live. Now that we have all of our material, let's jump into the step-by-step instructions on how to build your very own solar water heater. First, you want to start by assembling your piping system. You want to make a loop or coil shape. Make sure that the coils are close together and there aren't any big gaps in between. You can add more pipes to make the loop bigger if you would like more heat. Also, make sure that the loop is level. This is important. Next, you want to paint the pipes black. This will help absorb the heat from the sun. Be sure to paint both sides of the pipe. You may be wondering why we are painting the pipes black instead of using black pipes. Well, there are two reasons. The first is because black paint absorbs more heat from the sun than black pipes. And second, if you mess up and damage a pipe, it's much easier to fix a white pipe than a black one. Next, we're going to insulate the pipes. To do this, we're going to be using some scraps of foam insulation that I got from a local store. You can get these for pretty cheap or maybe even for free if you ask nicely. Wrap the foam insulation around the pipes and secure it with some duct tape. This will help the pipes absorb more heat and also keep the heat in the water. Next, you're going to make the mounting frame for the solar water heater. To do this, cut a 2x4 to the size that you want your solar water heater to be. Make sure that it is level. If you want to add more length to it later, you can simply add another 2x4 piece to the end of it. Now let's move on to the next step. We're going to set up the solar water heater in a sunny location. Ideally, you want to put it facing south so that it gets the most amount of sunlight possible. You also want to make sure that it is tilted at an angle that is equal to your latitude. For example, if you live at 35 degrees north latitude, you want to tilt the solar water heater towards the south at 35 degrees. This will help it absorb more heat from the sun. If you don't have a way to measure the angle, simply tilt it towards the south at about a 45-degree angle and you should be good. Next, you're going to connect the solar water heater to your existing water system. There are two ways that you can do this. The first way is to connect it directly to your water heater. This is the more complicated option, but it will allow you to use the hot water from your solar water heater whenever you want. The second option is to connect it to your washing machine or dishwasher. This is the easier option, but you can only use the hot water when you run your washing machine or dishwasher. Ultimately, it's up to you how you want to connect it to your water system. Now that the solar water heater is installed, let's go over some important things to keep in mind while using it. First, you want to make sure that you test the system to see how well it works. To do this, simply fill up the container with water and then leave it out in the sun for a few hours. You should be able to feel the container getting hot. If it's not getting hot enough, you can try adding more pipes to absorb more heat. Another thing to keep in mind is that the water will be hottest in the middle of the day when the sun is strongest. So try to do your dishes or laundry during this time to save energy. And finally, you want to make sure that you check the system regularly for leaks. If you see any leaks, simply tighten the connections until they are no longer leaking. If you follow all of these steps, you should be able to build a solar water heater that will save you money on your energy bills for years to come. Now let us talk about exactly how much money you can save with your very own DIY solar water heater. As I mentioned earlier, this solar water heater will save you about $100 per year on your energy bills. However, the exact amount of money that you save will depend on a few factors such as the price of electricity in your area and how much hot water you use. For example, if you live in California where the average electricity price is 40 cents per kilowatt hour, this solar water heater could save you up to $100 per year. However, if you live in Texas where the average electricity price is 10 cents per kilowatt hour, the solar water heater could save you up to $40 per year. In addition to saving you money on your energy bills, this solar water heater is also great for the environment. It harnesses the power of the sun to heat water, which is a clean, renewable, and sustainable source of energy. By using this solar water heater, you will reduce your carbon footprint and help fight against climate change. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope that you were able to learn something new. Enjoyed the video? Show some love by smashing that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss out on our latest DIY projects. Let's build something amazing together. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I always love hearing from my viewers. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.